I am disappointed that the House will not consider the Protecting Renters from Evictions Act of 2021 today. It's clear to me and anyone paying attention that the COVID-19 pandemic is about to become a housing crisis. I'm a stakeholder representative. And what I've heard from working saints, these community leaders truly are saints on the front lines of our district's housing and homelessness crisis should give us all pause. In my discussions with local Charlotte organizations like Dream Key and Crisis Assistance Ministry, organizations that manage some of the federal pandemic recovery money in my district, it is clear that we are not ready for a flood of tenants to seek assistance in August. I'm proud to have voted for and championed the COVID 19 relief in these packages that has kept Americans in their houses. But our families need more time. And that's why last week I wrote judicial leaders in my district, asking them to do everything within their powers to extend the eviction moratorium through the month of August or later. In my district, Mecklenburg County has over 20,000 households that are behind on rent, the highest number of households that are behind rent in the state. But if that doesn't shock you, the National Equity Atlas estimates 6.4 million households across the country are behind on rent. 6.4 million households. I cannot say this loudly enough. We are on the verge of a housing crisis. The Washington Post reports 1.2 million families face eviction in the next 2 months if we do not act. Given the resurgence of COVID, I planned on voting today to extend the eviction moratorium because I won't be responsible for America's next housing crisis. The good news is there's still help available from funds we passed here in this House. And one of the reasons I've fought so hard to extend the moratorium is so we have an opportunity to have more tenants seek the rental assistance they're entitled to. This will help keep our families whole and give them the ability to pay back their landlords who are also struggling to make ends meet. More good news comes from the Federal Housing Administration, which announced today that they are extending the moratorium for foreclosed borrowers. And finally, as an educator, this is important to me because August 25th is the first day of school for Charlotte Mecklenburg schools. It's the first week of school for a lot of kids across the country. Our students, our kids have already suffered so much during this pandemic. No child should start school without a home. No student should be on the street as they resume their education. And so, if we truly want to recover from the pandemic, then we've got to make sure that we're putting kids back in classrooms, not back on the street. I employ every local jurisdiction with the power to do so to extend the eviction moratorium. And if you're one of my constituents facing eviction, please visit my website at adams.house.gov to learn more about the help that's out there. Or give us a call at 704 344 9950 so that we can connect you with the right resources. Thank you. God bless.